Hello everyone. In this series of ReactJS documentation, we are going to learn about the basic of ReactJS and then followed by how to use ReactJS using the ReactJS documentation from the scratch with zero knowledge. So let's get started. First of all, what's ReactJS? ReactJS is a JavaScript library for building user interface, and then it has some feature of declarative component based and learn-ons with write anywhere. So there is something called React Native, which also use some of the feature of ReactJS. Then see, these are the small simple component, some of the basic code. The stateful component is something like this. So state is like they use something called state management, something like that. And in an application, like you can add, this is a basic add to do, we can see. And using plugins, right, I think they use the markdown editor, yeah. So kind of like this. So to start with, we go to get started, and we see that there are basic tutorials. Let's start from the beginning. So when we do the try React, we have multiple options, right? We can use the code pen, code sandbox, and stack bliss. I would prefer to use my VS Code editor, but you can choose your favorite one, I guess. So to start with, I would say that try to use your VS Code if there's something you want to do. And then adding to existing website, I think is a very advanced tutorial. It's something like if you have even a normal old application, right, using like either PHP or jQuery or something like that, still you can use ReactJS on that website. You just have to add some JS library and you are good to go. And this is a npm package like create new React. There is something like that which you can use to create a new React app. We're gonna look into later. So there are some first example like how to design and JavaScript, something like that. I think nothing much on that at this beginning stage. Let's see how it works. Like you can open a simple hello world program in either CodePen or Sandbox. Let's see. I will use the CodePen, so it's easier. So we can see, right, this is a React DOM and this render a hello world, and it get the element of root and then it just print everything. So if you look into your HTML, right, you will have something like ID with root and document.get ID or something like that. We'll gonna replace everything with this hello world. So React has two basic library component. One is React DOM and React itself, which I think if we open here we can see more details view. Yeah, so if you see on the index page, it has like React DOM and it has a React. This is the two main component comes with ReactJS, and the code is quite similar. Static mode is something a syntax sugar to just make sure that your ReactJS if any error fallback or anything that gives a more detail of error something. I think it's more on the TypeScript side to handle that. So this app is a new JavaScript component which is exported from here. So if you see that export default app and then class name is app and then h1 h2 something, whatever you learn in HTML. So you can add new thing like h2. Hi there, this is h2, and you see this is a it has like something like hot reload features where you can modify and it will just create a new page with the new render website. That's the basic of startup. In the next video we're gonna start how to create a React app using the CLI. I would recommend you to go through maybe some installation process. First is like it is recommended that you have Node.js
It's
on
4
your
o'clock.
machine, so you can just download based on your flavor, right? If you're using Linux, you can use that, Windows, and for MacBook, just download these. And for I prefer to use VS Code, so you can just search VS Code and just download based on your machine type. Yep, so that's it. I will see you in the next tutorial.